Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting. Y'all are what am I being detained for? Y'all just tried to illegally get into my car. Y'all can't do that shit.
You can't ban my eyes.
You're in a lawful spot, but you're trying to take plain view pictures of an office.
But I'm in public, on a public sidewalk.
You're taking pictures of private.
Because that's what got me heated.
That's exact
when
verbiage.
when you said
An exact quote. You obviously have not taught your daughter to respect authority is what I said.
Listen, and I told you this.
Cops are meant to protect the public, but sometimes the people abusing power are the ones wearing the badge. In today's story, evil cops weren't expecting suspects to do what they did, and that single moment changed everything. What started as routine encounters quickly spiraled into moments that exposed lies, arrogance, and abuse of authority. Let's get started.
Hold on, wait a minute. You're not open my door. Hey,
Excuse me?
hey, you better watch it, man.
Step out of the car. Step out of the car.
Hey, back up.
Step out.
Back up.
No, step out of the
Back
car.
up, man. Come on, bro. Don't you?
This case started with a focus on Officer Brennan Bossema, who very conveniently resigned right before the footage was released and before public records could be obtained. What's even more interesting is that the main people in this case, Andrea Davis and her partner Caleb, were connected to the same officer through multiple incidents. And to make this even worse, Officer Bossema didn't act alone.
Yeah, go ahead and turn your lights on, please. In your car. Let me see your driver's license and hold. Put it up the window so I can see it. Okay. Let me see it. Let me see your insurance. Hey, man. What did you do? I'm sorry. What's your name? What's your name? Hey, you're gonna have to put it back up there longer so that I can...
Go ahead and remove him out of the car.
The traffic stop began routinely, but the officer's tone quickly showed there was nothing routine about it. Officers had a duty to communicate clearly and act professionally, yet even then they were creating confusion. And since the entire video comes from the dash cam, we can't clearly understand why they were stopped, but we do know there was no need for this kind of ugly behavior from the police at all.
Hey, open my door. You're gonna get out of the car.
Hold on, wait a minute. You're not open my door. Hey,
Excuse me?
hey, you better watch it, man.
Step out of the car. Step out of the car.
Hey, back up.
Step out.
Back up.
No, step out of the
Back
car.
up, man. Come on, bro. Don't you? Come on, man. What the hell? What's your deal, bro? What did I do wrong?
Step out of the car now.
You're trying to do what the man? Get off me.
One more time. Step out of the car.
What the bullshit,
Get
man?
out.
Come on, man. Get your hands off of me. Hey, I do not consent to any searches,
We're
man.
gonna go ahead and take you.
For what? For what? Hold on. Man, don't be trying to slam me, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you what right now.
Don't be trying to slam. I'm not resisting shit. What are y'all not getting under? Hey,
Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting. Y'all are just. What am I being detained for?
The situation quickly escalated when an officer decided to physically intervene without a clear legal basis. Instead of giving a lawful command, authority was enforced through force. Police procedure here required proportionality and an explanation, but neither was provided. Because of this kind of behavior, the officers were seriously risking their qualified immunity, something that clearly didn't matter to them at all at the time.
Y'all just tried to illegally get into my car. Y'all can't do that shit. Yeah, good. Y'all getting a lawsuit for that.
Come on.
Promise you that. Hey, man, shut up my f***ing hands like that. Hey, get the fuck
Your wrist now.
out of y'all are on me. Get the f*** off me like this. It's illegal as Oh, yeah, y'all f***ed up now. Y'all f***ed up now. Hey, get off me, bro. Come on.
Step back. Calm down.
I ain't done nothing, man. Get off of me like throw me. I dare you to throw me. Go ahead, do it.
These officers and
For nothing.
they were
Hey, I do not consent to any searches. I do not consent to any searches.
I'm not searching your car.
Yeah, you are. You're looking
You
at
don't
it.
have permission
You
to
don't
You
search
step
my
back.
car.
You can't put your hands
Step
on my
back.
leg
You
like
don't
that.
have permission to search
Step
my
back.
car.
Officers were required to have lawful reasons to enter the vehicle, but they acted as if the law was in their way the entire time. I mean, by their logic, every citizen becomes a threat the moment they ask a simple question at that point. Because if that wasn't true, these officers would have had a search warrant ready before searching the vehicle, or at least clear consent, right?
Hey, get your hands off my old lady, bro!
Please get a sergeant out here! Please get a sergeant out here! My name is...
Hey, let her go, man!
Stop.
Stop!
Hey, what did she do
I'm
wrong?
reporting you!
Stop now.
Hey!
Please! Please help me!
Hey, get off my old lady, bro!
Get back.
For real, what the fuck
Get
you
back.
scaring me? Get back from me, shit, you finna lose. Some bullshit, y'all see this illegal search? And fuck it up for no reason.
That's hard with you.
Man, I'm a supervisor.
Get it!
I don't care if it's illegal.
Hey! For what?
You have it too
what?
tight, sir.
Being detained for what? You have to tell me. You're gonna tell me what I'm detained for. What am I being detained for?
Come on.
What am I being detained for?
At this point, Andrea was involved and treated as a nuisance, not a witness. Officers had a duty to distinguish the driver from the passenger, but they chose collective punishment instead. Taking phones and personal belongings only made the situation worse. Officers were required to respect property rights, yet they acted as if everything belonged to them. No, for real, who's gonna tell them?
I haven't done anything wrong.
In the car.
Do you have anything on you?
Don't touch me. I don't consent to any searches. I do not consent to any searches.
We're clear this side.
Hey, illegally searching me. Illegally searching. Hey, get him out of here. What the f? Hey, give me my phone back. Give me my phone. That's theft. Give me my phone back. Give me my phone back.
That's not how any of this works.
Hey, this is how this works. Y'all.
Both of y'all, calm down. Came over here to grab my flashlight. Shit.
Please help us.
Where's his driver's license?
Even though Caleb was in handcuffs, officers claimed he wasn't under arrest. That kind of contradiction clearly showed a misunderstanding of the law or a complete disregard for it. Handcuffs without legal grounds amounted to unlawful detention. I don't know about you, but to me this sounded like an attempt to bend reality to match the words coming out of their mouths, instead of the facts that were clearly happening in real time.
It's in the car somewhere.
Car's locked.
What's your name? Did I commit a fraud? Did I commit a fraud? I legally do not have to give you my name if I did not commit a fraud.
All right. Kayla, unlock the car. Hey, bud.
I'll answer questions.
You're not under arrest right now.
You got me in the car with handcuffs on. That's illegal. You're trying to kidnap me.
No.
No, that's what's happening.
When you're acting the way you are, hey.
Bullshit. Y'all ain't finna do me like that. What?
Threats of charges for failure to identify and resisting were used as pressure. Caleb had already identified himself, which was legally sufficient. But you know how it goes. When officers sense even a bit of your uncertainty, they're willing to go very, very far to get as much as they can from you. And remember when just a few seconds earlier he said Caleb wasn't under arrest? Well, it didn't take long before he changed his mind.
Need your driver's license info or your name.
I tried to give it to her already.
No, you're holding it through the window.
I don't have to give it to anybody. I am required to display it.
Yeah.
And I gave her the display.
Okay, and then you put it back down in the seat.
Because she didn't want it. She asked for my insurance then.
Do you want to go to jail tonight?
For what?
For failure to
failure to what?
Failure to identify.
I did identify myself.
I don't have any of your information.
That's not. She was the one that they could get it.
All right.
I displayed it to her, and then whenever she asked for my insurance, I took it down.
And then I asked you for your name,
and then y'all tried to get in my car illegally.
No.
You cannot enter my car.
I asked you for your name, and you said no. I'm not giving it to you.
Okay.
All right. First off, you need to go get my old lady out them handcuffs, man, because she didn't do nothing either.
Well, here's the deal. I'll work with you.
work with me.
Oh yeah, I'll work with you.
You done messed up. I didn't.
No,
I did nothing wrong.
Stop talking.
Okay.
Stop talking.
That's fine. If you don't want to identify yourself,
I've already identified myself. My ID's in my back pocket.
What's
I
your
don't
name?
answer questions.
What's your name and date of birth?
The physical struggle over personal documents further compromised the officer's conduct. Instead of a professional check, we saw chaotic grabbing and pulling. Police training clearly prohibits this kind of approach. But on the other hand, that same training obviously didn't teach these officers how to do their job properly, so at this point it doesn't even seem to matter anymore, now does it?
You want to read? Okay, that's fine. Well, I'll hit you with the failed to identify, resisting arrest.
My ID's in my damn hand, you child.
Okay, come here. Give it to me.
1989-3416.
Give me the deal.
1989-3416. 1989-3416. Hey, don't be trying to pull me out of here again. What the bro?
Give me the damn ID now.
1989-3416.
Give me the
Richard
card.
Womack.
Give me the card.
1989-3416.
Give me the card.
I'm identifying myself. 1989-3416. He's trying to break my arm. He's trying to break my arm. He's trying to break my arm. What the man? Are you serious, dude? Yeah. 1989-3416. I'm giving you the ID number.
Citizens calling emergency services showed just how out of control the situation had become in that moment. Officers had already lost legitimacy in the eyes of all of us. But if you thought this was the worst thing that they did, you'd be wrong. You know that rule where only female officers are allowed to touch and search other female suspects? Well, Officer Basma was apparently a woman, or he was just stupid.
That's my debit card. Why are you trying to take my debit? 1989-3416. Richard Womack. Do not tear up my cards. Do not tear up my cards. All right, fine. Yep, you done f***ed up now. I just identified myself and you want to act like that? All right.
Excuse me, sir.
Give me the phone now.
I'm on the phone with 911. Why are
Right
you
here.
slamming me?
You're resisting.
Do not slam me. I am
You're not going to tell me what to
resisting.
do.
I am not resisting.
The further argument about recording revealed a deep misunderstanding of constitutional rights. Officers had a duty to allow the recording of public police activity. Instead, they tried to delegitimize it. But honestly, you don't have to be very smart to conclude that they simply didn't want these dirty actions to stay recorded on camera.
Why can I not have my
Ma'am,
phones
you could
to
have-
record y'all?
You could have kept your phones if you would have kept your cool. It's fine to record me.
Sir, you were shining that light when I was trying to get the insurance to show that lady. I could not read the date.
Okay. Well, your head was pointing her way the whole time. My light was not in your eyes.
You
Ma'am,
had
ma'am.
it on my phone, sir. That's the reason why I said to move your light. And then you want to come around the car and yank him out.
Because he's sitting there getting aggressive. We're not
No,
gonna
he's not.
He's not giving her his driver's license and everything else.
We
He-
only have to display them. I am going through my bachelor's degree for criminal justice. I know the law, sir.
That's fine, ma'am. I have mine too. If you want to talk. Okay.
Okay, well, what you just did
No.
was illegal.
You know a case law called Pennsylvania versus Mims?
Yeah, you didn't ask to get out. You
I
told
told-
her
I
to
told-
open the door and get him
Yeah.
out.
The reference to case law was wrongly interpreted by the officer. Pennsylvania versus Mims didn't justify their behavior in this context at all. Misapplying the law is often a sign of either ignorance or intentional manipulation. Whatever of those two it was bad. Because let's be real, we don't pay taxes so that officers like these can serve us this way, right?
Get him out of the
He
car.
had- you have
And
to
he
ask.
He refused.
You
to get
have to ask because she
ma'am.
just opened the door.
out. And
Yes.
That's totally legal. For me to
No.
open the door. Yes, it is, ma'am. I'm not going to sit here and argue with you about it. But
Because
if,
you
but you're,
obviously
but
don't read case law very
Oh,
much.
Plan on it. You'll only do. Okay, here's the
We'll
thing.
plan on it then.
Here's the thing. You don't get to act that way at all. That's what gets you in handcuffs. That's what got him in handcuffs.
Because you're
You're
violating our
No.
constitutional rights.
What constitutional right?
For one, you didn't ask us to get out of the car. According to Mims,
Opened the door and told him to step on out of the car, and he said no, he's not going to.
You
And then
don't
tucked away.
open the
And
door,
then,
sir.
Then there's a knife right down there by your foot, right where he was reaching across at.
well, I'm sorry that there. What do you mean he was reaching across there? He didn't even reach across
He
there. I was
reached across.
videotaping.
He reached across and put his hand right there on the door.
The consideration of charges against Andrea revealed gender bias and procedural injustice. As a passenger, she didn't provide a legal basis for any charges. Officers were using her status to justify control instead. I mean, by their logic, simply being present at the scene was enough to be treated as guilty. Swell. Great job, officers. Great job.
I don't know what he's trying to do.
Okay, well, you're lying about that one.
Got it on body camera.
And I got it on phone camera.
It's fine. Jesus Christ.
You just trying to make up any excuse, sir.
No, ma'am.
And nobody's trying to hurt you.
What's going on, man? Oh, dude. Aggressive as hell. Oh, really? Yeah, he's just like, all they have to do is display my driver's license. He sticks it up on the window, takes her right back down, and everything. He can't see nothing, can't prove nothing, can't check nothing. And I said, go ahead and get him out the car. She goes, open door. He shuts it back. I said, oh no. Open the car door back. Tell him to get out the car. He's like, no, 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 no. I grab him. He's getting resistant. Pull up my taser. He's like, I don't want that.
Here it is. The part where the officers talk amongst themselves. Look at them, knowing they were wrong, yet still coming up with excuses for why they arrested Andrea. If you missed it, Andrea was clearly so aggressive and such a threat to armed officers just by being there, that her arrest was absolutely necessary. I don't know how I didn't see it before, but now it finally makes sense.
Start getting him out of the car, and then he's like resistant, going in handcuffs and everything.
You're gonna try to interfere with public duties?
Probably gonna have to at this point. Like,
Well, and then her, she starts circling around us. I told her to keep standing there. We're still trying to get him in cuffs. She's not listening.
yeah, I'm about to have tempted to. I mean, shoot.
Is there interference with your job, dude?
Yeah, I mean,
So,
that's where I'm
you're
at
at
with
your
it.
duties.
That's what I'm at with it.
Yeah, it's pretty,
Him, probably gonna hit him with interference and then hit with resistance.
I think she should do
Yeah.
interference with her
Yeah.
just because she's the passenger and
Yeah.
she wasn't being quite as irate as him,
Yeah.
but he can definitely.
So who was the driver? She was?
He was.
he
He's
was
the
the
driver.
Well,
I just charged him all
Oh,
day long as well.
We actually dealt with him the other day too.
Yeah,
Not really, but kind of.
I told him.
After all this back and forth, we ended up with nothing. So yes, it was clear these officers knew they were wrong. And maybe this was the perfect moment to apologize and walk away. But tyrants wouldn't be tyrants if they didn't choose the worst possible option. However, in the very next moment, something shocking happened. The audio from the officer's body cameras suddenly disappeared.
He was holding on to the driver's license, wouldn't give us the driver's license. And I said, well, if you're not going to identify yourself to me, I'm just going to hit you with failed ID to me. And then he was like, it's in my hand, but then wouldn't give it to me in his hand and wanted to hold on to it. So I had to fight him in the back seat to get his driver's license out of his hand. God almighty. Yeah.
I'll take some of the SpaghettiOs.
Yeah, then she called 911 in the middle of all that. I'm with them.
They're up there.
Yeah, the girl up there. Yeah, I'm gonna make a phone call right quick.
The audio cut during key conversations was especially problematic. Officer Brennan Bosma was discussing charges at that moment without any transparency. Interruptions like this are often used to later justify statements. So really, have you ever seen the truth accidentally go silent at the exact critical moment? Do you also think turning off cameras should be punishable by law? While Caleb was sent to jail, officers decided to give Andrea special treatment. In this case, that meant taking her into custody for questioning. Can you believe it? I know all of this was already too much, but this was truly a new low. It was a level we didn't think they could reach, yet somehow they still managed to sink even further.
Just checking on your well-being. Where you go to college at?
I'm not gonna answer any questions, sorry.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, I did. She don't want to answer any questions.
All night long, officers questioned Andrea before finally allowing her to return to Caleb. And let's be real, that only happened because these evil cops weren't expecting Caleb to sue them. Unfortunately for them, they were wrong. Earlier this year, their lawsuit was officially taken into consideration. Now all that's left is to hope these officers pay dearly for their mistake. Until then, let's look at a case where police illegally detained someone who did absolutely nothing wrong. Now we have the beginning, when officers approached a man who was filming a building from a public sidewalk at the University of Illinois. Right from the start, police admitted there was no report of a crime, only that the people there were concerned. And that's already a problem because concern isn't a crime, no matter how much the police wish it were. And when officers don't know the law, it's clear which direction all of this is going.
Ease their pain a little bit. Hey, how you doing?
Talk to you for a sec?
Huh?
Mind if I talk to you for a sec?
Oh, sure. How you doing?
Recording if you like, that's okay.
Okay.
People call their concerns to your videotaping these are offices. People are kind of.
Yeah, I'm just recording. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
For anything in particular?
No, just doing a story on the building.
Okay.
That's it. I seen this is part of the University of Illinois, so
Yeah.
I just walk around the whole campus recording. That's
You
it.
ever been stopped by like this before?
What do you mean?
Have police stopped you for videotaping before?
Once before, but no, it was nothing crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, the guy came out and talked to me,
Okay.
and he let me know that they were feeling a little uncomfortable or something like that. I gave him some candy to give whoever's, feeling uncomfortable so to ease their pain a little bit. So
that's like the exact behavior we tell kids to watch out for. So you understand why people call the police, right?
No, I'm just standing on the sidewalk recording.
You're
I didn't give no candy to no kids. I didn't give it to a kid.
No.
It's a grown man.
No, I'm just saying that's the exact type of stuff we tell people. Hey, we'll take some candy from strangers type of thing. It's all good.
No.
You got information on you, just like write down who you were. You're not doing anything
What do you
necessarily
mean?
wrong.
What do you mean?
What's that?
What do you mean?
So it's kind of like a gray area of disorderly conduct. People are alarmed and disturbed by your behavior, and it's
But I'm just standing on the sidewalk, on the public sidewalk.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm just explaining.
Okay, yeah.
So if you're videotaping the inside of offices where people have an expectation of privacy, it's kind of the same as a bedroom, you know?
Very quickly, one of the officers tried to equate filming a building with stories about kids and candy, which was an obvious attempt at emotional manipulation. Instead of sticking to the law, police were trying to create a narrative of danger. As the conversation went on, officers started inventing new excuses because their stupid candy example didn't land the way they hoped it would.
You're lawful to stand out here and videotape whatever you like out
but
here.
we're in public. This is a government building,
Well, I understand.
and they don't have expectation of
in an office,
privacy
they
in public.
absolutely do. Yeah.
But they got shades.
They do have shades.
They can create their own privacy.
Yeah.
And I'm just standing out here exercising my rights to record in public peacefully. I didn't go up to
in
them.
public and of the public, but you can't
I
be
could
recording inside offices.
I could record anything my eyes can see. So you can't ban my eyes.
You're in a lawful spot, but you're trying to take plain view pictures of an office.
But I'm in public, on a
You're
public
in
side,
public, but you're
on a
taking-
public
You're
sidewalk.
taking pictures of private. There's different.
Like I said, they got to create their own privacy.
Okay.
And exactly what the other officer told me,
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything wrong. And that's the first thing you said when you pulled up here, that I'm not doing anything wrong.
But I'm within my rights to identify who you are.
But
Right. Would you
but
agree
do you
you seem to be a
suspect
scholar
do you
of the law?
suspect me of committing a crime?
Yeah. Disorderly conduct
What crime is that?
or criminal trespassing. I don't know.
How am I trespassing a place I've never been?
How do I know that? I don't know who you are.
I'm on a public sidewalk.
You're in the paradox right here. How do I know that you haven't been here, you haven't trespassed here if I don't know who you are?
Because they got cameras, and I've been recording this. I've been recording this whole time.
Okay, and you can keep recording too. I got no problem with that.
Okay.
Officers tried to justify demanding identification by citing Terry v. Ohio, but without any specific suspicion at all. The law is clear. Without reasonable suspicion, there's no legitimate detention. I mean, by their logic, anyone standing on a sidewalk could be lawfully stopped just because they make someone uncomfortable. Since when did police become feeling enforcement? That's not how the law works, no matter how much they want it to.
I have a lawful right to identify who you are. Do you have a name and date of birth?
But that would be against my Fourth Amendment right,
nope.
Which is unlawful search and seizure.
Nope. Under Terry versus Ohio, case found in 1965, I have the right to identify your name, date of birth, and address if I suspect you have been, are committing, or just did commit a crime.
Well, can I speak to a supervisor?
I can get one here, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, can you call a sergeant here? Can you call the sergeant here? Yeah.
And can I get your name and badge number?
Officer Martin.
Since you responded, and his name and
Officer
badge?
Reisinger.
Can I get your badge numbers?
137, 162.
Okay. Thank you for being professional.
No problem. Yeah. Hey, you're being professional. There's no reason for you not to be professional.
Yeah.
All right.
And am I being detained right now? Am I being detained right now?
Just, ow, sorry, that was loud in my ear. Just till we can figure out who you are.
So I am being detained?
Just temporarily.
So, okay. All right. I'll start my timer here. Unlawful detainment.
What's your name, buddy?
Huh?
What's your name, guy?
You can call me Jay.
Jay?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Jay. I'm AJ.
Nice to meet you, too. And where's you guys stationed at?
Sorry?
Where's you guys stationed at?
When the police admitted the person was temporarily detained until they figured out who he was, it became clear that this was an unlawful detention. Temporary detention without suspicion is still detention. So really, did you hear that? Police detain first, then think about whether they have a reason later. I honestly wonder when this will stop surprising us.
Our department is right down here, corner of Springfield and Goodwin.
Okay, where?
Springfield and Goodwin.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I just go around recording on the sidewalk. I don't go on nobody's property. I let them know I'm not here to bother nobody. I actually don't even want to talk to anybody. They came and talked to me. They approached me.
Because they were alarmed and disturbed by your behavior.
Yeah, but you guys are law enforcement.
So we don't operate under what you're going to start talking about. I know where you're going. You're going to start talking about proof beyond a reasonable doubt.
No, I was going to say you guys don't enforce feelings.
No,
and suspicion, what is suspicion? Suspicion is not a crime.
No, it's suspicious.
Okay, so
they're reporting disorderly conduct. You're recording in their private space. I couldn't go in there and start recording.
But I'm not in there.
Great example.
I'm not
Great
in
example. If I try to record inside their office with my body camera, I have to advise them that they're being recorded.
Yeah.
Okay? And if they say I don't want to be recorded, guess what? Because it's a place where they have an expectation of privacy, I have to turn it off.
Which that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense for them. If they don't like me recording, it makes no sense to call more people out here.
And they asked you to stop?
With cameras. They never asked me to stop.
They didn't ask you to stop?
The guy, his name is Owen. I will show you where his office is. And he came out. He said, I am not doing anything wrong. He just wanted to see what I was doing. Okay. And he went back in.
I'll tell you what, let's be above board.
The attempt to equate filming with recording someone's house or children was legally unsustainable. A public building has no expectation of privacy, no matter how hard police tried to blur that fact. So basically, people felt uncomfortable, and that was enough for the police. Okay, but what about the fact that this man felt uncomfortable because his rights were being violated? Does that discomfort suddenly not matter here?
Is there a reason you don't want to provide us with ID?
Well, if I'm committing a crime, which is by law, I will identify myself. But for me standing on the sidewalk, just recording the building, that's not a crime.
Can I ask you this?
Sure.
If somebody were to come to your house and stand on the sidewalk and hold a camera towards your house,
yeah,
and you have
on the public sidewalk in front of my house,
a wife or a daughter or kids, and your kids are playing in the front yard, and I'm sitting there filming them, would you think that the cops should come and just check on them?
I mean, y'all not doing nothing wrong by coming out here to see what's going on. They called you guys, so you guys got to respond.
Like First Amendment auditors and stuff like that, they want to act like it's ridiculous that we come and check on you.
No, I never told you guys there was an issue to come out here.
When I get called, I assume that
the issue comes from where you guys are asking ID.
Okay.
And I haven't committed any crime.
Okay.
Like I said, I have no problem giving you my ID. He's been professional, cordial, so has the other guy.
Good.
And I have no problem doing that if I committed a crime.
Okay.
But I haven't committed
so
a crime.
If you believe that you committed a crime, or if we believe you committed a crime?
What do you mean?
Somebody else. What is the, I'm just curious, what is the,
As the situation went on, police kept demanding identification without any articulated crime. That was a direct violation of the Fourth Amendment. It's interesting how the same officers who, at the start of their careers, swore an oath to protect constitutional rights were now acting as if those rights didn't exist at all.
You got to be able to articulate that crime.
If you don't believe that you committed a crime, then you don't give the ID.
No, you got to be able to articulate the crime that I committed.
Okay. So if an officer comes up and they can articulate the crime that you committed, even if you don't agree with it, then you provide ID and you cooperate?
Yeah, but then if that crime is not lawful, like if you're saying I did something I didn't do, and now you're forcing me to give you my ID under arrest, I'll give it to you, but then I'm going to go down to the station and I'll make some complaints that's saying that is illegal. Just like I can't come up to you and say, can I see your ID? Will you show me your driver's license?
I'm not a sworn officer in the state of Illinois, or I guess I will.
You know?
I do. I mean, just
a random person on the sidewalk.
If a police officer in the state of Illinois requests my ID because I'm under investigation for something, I provide my ID, provide all the reasoning because I'm not doing anything illegal. I know what I'm doing. I know the laws.
Jay, I'll cut to the chase for you. Okay. You asked about we have grounds to identify you, right?
Okay.
Step over here and walk this out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You asked if we had grounds to identify you, okay?
Okay.
People inside the office, the guy you talked to, and other people are alarmed and disturbed. Now, we're not here to be triers of fact if that's reasonable or not.
Invoking disorderly conduct became their main excuse, even though none of its elements were met. There was no noise, no threats, no obstruction, just a freaking camera. With this kind of interpretation, any filming of police or public institutions could become a criminal offense. But since even that didn't work, they continued with manipulation, hoping that at least one excuse would succeed and justify what they were doing.
We have reasonable grounds to believe that they are under the premise of being victims of disorderly conduct. Therefore, even though they
got shades right there that they can create that privacy.
Right.
And I'm on the public sidewalk, have not went inside the building.
Their privacy when they can put their shades up and down doesn't stop where your feelings about look inside their office starts. Okay. They can put their shades up, they can put their shades down. Okay.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, you guys cannot turn a protected First Amendment right into a crime.
All I'm going to do is write a report, okay? Because here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to say, you know what, I think you committed disorderly conduct. I'm going to write the report, send it to the state's attorney, and they'll say, you know what, no, you're wrong, Officer Martin. This is disorderly conduct. Or, you know what, we're right. We'll contact Jay and let him know. But in order for me to do that, I got to have your name, date of birth, and address.
Even though they never told me to leave, even though none of that ever happened.
I have probable cause, not reasonable doubt.
What I'm saying is, they never told me to leave. They never for the trespass thing. They never said I had to leave.
We're talking about disorderly conduct.
And how was I being disorderly?
Disorderly conduct. It's if your actions cause somebody to be alarmed and disturbed, right? So
about what?
That's about filming somebody in their office, filming somebody in a place where they would expect privacy.
Police then tried to claim that a university building had a right to privacy, even though it's a public institution. This was the moment they completely lost their legal compass. Who knows? Maybe in their heads they thought they sounded perfectly confident, but by now we've probably learned that some things only make sense to them and to absolutely no one else.
So they're making that claim. It's not us to like Officer Martin said. It's not up to us.
What I'm saying is to you guys.
Yes, sir.
When they leave their house in the morning,
yep,
and they're on somebody's doorbell camera, or even this camera's out here recording me. Okay. I didn't call them and say, "Hey, they're being disorderly," because I'm walking down the sidewalk recording.
You're on University of Illinois property.
I'm not on their property. I'm on the sidewalk.
We have it all the way up to the road.
So this is all their property.
The University of Illinois maintains this. Yeah, even though it's considered public, you kind of get in that zone. This is their property. They maintain the rights to the sidewalk to film on it. You're using public space. If those people are out on public space, you can film them, as you know. But they're in their office, which is University Park.
And
so they're making a claim against you.
Okay. What's your guys' what's your chief name?
Ballinger. Chief Matt Ballinger.
Ballinger. And can I get your name and badge number for the camera?
Sergeant Schroeder, 288.
Sergeant Schroeder, 288. Okay.
So all we need, like we said, we're not making an arrest. All we need is you to identify yourself, your name, date of birth.
And that's under arrest. I'm saying if I don't give it to you guys, am I subject to being arrested?
Police openly threatened arrest if identification wasn't handed over. That's classic coercion, not voluntary cooperation. Someone really should remind them that they have absolutely no authority over people who aren't breaking laws. And as all of us clearly saw, this man didn't do that. There was no crime, no violation, just a citizen standing on a public sidewalk exercising his constitutional rights.
Then we're going to have to go to the next step, and it's not worth it, man.
No, I'm just asking. If I don't give it to you, am I subject to being arrested?
You sure are.
Okay.
Well,
all right, and I'll give it to you if that's what he said. And you're the sergeant, and you back that, correct?
I back there. At this point, you are the offender in a disorderly conduct report.
Okay.
We do not want to make a custodial arrest.
Okay. But what I'm asking is
with the investigation showing us your video and stuff.
I'm asking, are you backing him saying that if I don't show ID, then I will be arrested?
I can't tell you 100% what would happen. You can place me in that position and we'll make a decision.
Well, he said yes.
Here's the thing, is we're not going to leave here without your identification at this point because we have somebody that's identifying you as the suspect in a disorderly conduct.
Okay.
So one way or another, you have to identify yourself. If that requires us to...
The sergeant confirmed here that identification would be obtained one way or another, even through handcuffs if necessary. So it was no longer about consent at all. They didn't have the time, and they needed to show who was in charge as quickly as possible. If they were this persistent about arresting actual criminals and truly bad people, the world would be a much better place. But for them, that was probably too much work.
Put you in handcuffs, take you to the police department, or take you to the county and have them fingerprint you to identify you, then that's what it is. I would prefer if you give your ID, Officer Martin writes a report saying this party's saying that he caused us to be alarmed and disturbed by filming in our private office, and your side saying you're on a public way and you don't believe that should that's a crime.
Yeah.
And we let the court's answer for that. Yeah, and we let the state's attorney decide if they're going to pursue charges, and that is that.
Okay. And you, like I said, you're is your captain at the station now? What do you know when he might be out there?
Usually Tuesday through Friday.
Okay.
Probably 8 to 4 would be his hours.
Okay. Yeah. Like I said, if you guys are saying I don't give ID, I'll be arrested, I give you my ID. And as long as we back you, the sergeant, like I say, you're the supervisor out here, you back his decision on that, that is okay.
But I'm not gonna play
I'm not playing no
auditor stuff.
I'm just making sure we all are together.
I want to get you out of here faster because I know you're concerned about time. Can I get your driver's license or your state ID card?
Sure. Under threat of arrest, yes, I will.
I'm not coming up to sneak up on you. I just want to get your ID.
No, I got you.
One identification was finally handed over. Police tried to downplay the seriousness of everything that had happened, as if the threat of arrest suddenly disappeared the moment they got what they wanted. But then they ran into another problem. The fact that the man had been recording the entire time suddenly made them very interested in where the footage would end up. All of that happened simply because these evil cops weren't expecting this man to stand up to them.
Awesome, thanks, sir.
What's your YouTube
And I've
channel?
been unlawfully detained.
What's your YouTube channel?
I really don't give that out. I mean, you'll see the video. I'll be at the station, so it's okay.
Did you take a training did you train in law, or did you take a auditor's class or anything like that?
I have an extensive background in law, so I just leave it at that.
Do you realize that playing the word game,
what
threat of arrest and all that means absolutely nothing.
I'm saying, what word game?
in the future to do these audits.
But what word game am I playing?
Because here's the thing.
I just asked if I'm going to be arrested.
We're trying to do a job and we're getting a report. Just like I'm sure you've called the police in your lifetime so far.
For somebody committing a crime?
Yeah. So same as that, somebody's calling on you and
claiming that I committed a crime.
Yep.
Okay.
And we're here investigating, so you're not being illegal.
And I showed you what I'm saying.
Right? You're being detained lawfully.
Okay.
Because we're conducting an investigation. Through that investigation, you were identified as a suspect of a crime, which is probable cause.
The continued argument about who owned the building showed how confused the officers really were. One moment it was public, the next it was private, depending on what suited them. Still, it wasn't hard to see they simply didn't know how to justify themselves. They knew this man was going to post the video somewhere, and now they were on a mission to sound as professional as possible.
Right? And all we need is an ID and you get to walk free. Right? But then you play this like, well, under force of arrest, and you play
I'm just asking a question.
YouTube video for hits.
It's not for the video. It's just like it's not for hits.
At a certain point, you can be real with me. You can pause it or cut this out. Have we been anything but?
You guys, like I said, when you walked up,
because we get called here.
When you walked up, what did I tell you? What did I tell you about your? What did I tell you about your officers?
That they've been very respectful.
Yep. I had no issue that you guys were called out here. I'm not telling you guys are doing anything wrong.
I'm just curious. I haven't had many dealings with the First Amendment auditors.
Yeah.
When they're being super cool with you and explaining everything to you through and through, why continue to play the legal game? Why not like cut the?
What do you mean?
Little spiel
Because you're telling me you guys are telling me I'm committing a crime by standing on a public sidewalk, recording a public building that as a taxpayer.
It's not a public. You don't have.
He told me it's a government building.
But
he told me it was a
in that office.
Okay, but what I'm saying to you is I'm on the public sidewalk. I'm recording the government building that I just paid taxes to pay for.
Okay.
What crime am I committing?
Is this a government building?
He told me it was.
Who owns this building?
Police then admitted the person never entered the building and had been on the sidewalk the entire time. By doing that, they destroyed their own argument. But instead of backing off, they kept pushing the same story because ego doesn't recognize procedural mistakes. And if you were just wondering whether there's an end to this, unfortunately, it's clear there really isn't one at all.
I don't know who owns the building, but Owen, he came out and said this is a government building, and
who owns the building?
It looks like it's, from what the sign says, it's the University of Illinois garage parking lot.
So you're getting a whole lot of mess. Like you're better off going and picking an actual government building to do your I can do whatever I want in this building.
What I'm saying
walk
is,
in and film. I've seen the video.
I literally walk.
At like the city hall.
I literally walked down the sidewalk.
Yeah.
When I got here, I started my camera.
Okay.
Because I'm just video recording me walking the campus. Walking down. I was planning to come around here and go down that way. And to shoot probably to shoot the hospital from this sidewalk.
Did you walk back and forth?
Huh?
Did you walk back and forth in front of the windows?
I walked down here. I seen he stood up in the window, and he got on the camera. I mean on the phone, and I just knew he was gonna call you guys. So that's why I stayed right there, because I'm not running from y'all.
What's your address now? What's your current address?
Right now? It's not on there. Let me pause it.
Comparisons to hotel rooms and private spaces were completely irrelevant. A public space doesn't become private just because someone doesn't like a camera. And since this was who knows at which time they tried to present a public space as something private, I have a question. How did someone who doesn't know the difference between public and private even get this job in the first place?
You know why I cannot?
Why?
Because it is in a private place.
Okay.
I can go get a warrant for it, and assert what I saw in the warrant. I can't just go ahead and snatch it, because there's a reasonable expectation of privacy.
To go in there.
You're filming.
To go in there.
And when you videotape it,
I never went inside.
I know that.
I don't even know how to get inside of there.
Your view went inside of it, is what I'm saying. You start recording people's private places, that's where you start hitting that slippery slope of if it's reasonable or if there's expectation of privacy. You see the difference?
I understand what you're saying, but from a public sidewalk, you cannot trespass my eyeballs, or my camera, I can record everything I can see from a public space. Just like you asked me when you pulled up, have I done this elsewhere? Have I been pulled up on elsewhere? And I say yes. Where I got pulled up on, I'll show you the footage too. I was outside PNC Bank over there.
In the end, only one fact remains. Filming on a public sidewalk is not a crime. Everything else we saw was improvisation, pressure, and misinterpretation of the law. And if everything was lawful, why were there so many threats, detentions, and excuses needed? I think it's pretty clear to all of you. That's exactly what brings us to our final case for today. Speaking of evil cops who weren't expecting suspects to stand up to them, meet the officer who got into a confrontation with a father while a little girl was crying right next to him. So complete chaos, and we don't even know the reason this conflict started. But to be honest, it doesn't really matter, because even without context, this officer can clearly show us what a tyrant in uniform looks like.
Please don't touch my daughter. Your dad is not listen to me. Listen to me. Please do not touch my daughter. Twice. That's totally fine. Oh, no, it's not fine. Yeah, if you understand what I'm saying, please don't touch my daughter. You're already scaring her and giving her a nervous breakdown. I'm telling you, this is harassment.
No, this isn't. This is investigating a crime.
I have every right, freedom of speech, to tell you this is harassment.
That's totally fine.
This is harassment.
The legal aspect of this is there's no crime being committed by
that's up to a lawyer to determine if you violated it. That's not up to you.
Right.
You are law enforcement. You enforce the law.
Listen, you're being detained right now.
Please,
You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to the presence of an attorney to assist you prior to any questioning.
The father insisted that the police not touch his child, which is a completely reasonable reaction from any parent. Instead of understanding that, the officer responded with detention and read him his rights. And honestly, what kind of person is bothered by a distressed, crying child? Who sees an upset child as a problem? Don't worry, we're gonna find out really soon.
And to be with you during questioning if you so desire. Listen, if you cannot find an attorney,
I gotta calm her down.
Okay. Calm your daughter down. We need to talk, okay? But we need to talk civilly, because right now I have no want to take you to jail. Okay? I have no want to charge you with anything.
Listen, I understand that, but you can't simply just come, put your foot in my door, and I'm asking you. Listen to me. Let me finish, because it's more context. It's more context to what happened. I told you that I cannot step outside with you and talk to you. Let me finish. I told you I cannot step. Jadea, listen, calm down. I know, Jadea, but calm down. I told you that I cannot step outside with you and talk to you. I have my daughter in there.
At this moment, the police tried to redefine the conversation as an investigation, even though there was no clear incident. The father was trying to explain the context, but the officer had already decided that control meant ending the conversation. I mean, by their logic, any explanation becomes suspicious the moment it doesn't align with the badge. That alone proves they came in with a predefined idea of what was going to happen from the start.
I said, what I can do is, I will step outside the door with you. Yes, I did this on camera. I know. Listen to me. Maybe you lost it into the confusion of what happened. I told you that I cannot step outside and talk with you, as in shut the door and talk to you. I said what I can do is I can step outside the doorway like this, and then I asked you, could you please get your foot out of my door? You said the way you turned around and went back determined to you that I wasn't going to talk to you. I said, no, that wasn't true. I needed to grab my phone for my own documentation. Then you told me that you had cameras there filming. And I said I wanted to keep my own documentation of it.
Okay.
And then I asked you, could you get your foot out of my door? I would come outside and talk to you. I cannot be in the inside talking to you while my daughter's in there.
The officer then tried to apply disorderly conduct even though he couldn't point to any specific behavior to support it. The law requires an action, not a feeling. When police start blaming emotions, the law stops having meaning. And on top of that, was there anything at all that justified harassing and upsetting an innocent child like that?
Like I told you, you're being detained on suspicion of disorderly conduct.
On what form of disorderly conduct?
It's going to be disruptive.
Okay.
So it's actually
like
actual ARS is 13-2904A1.
I never
Covers fighting and disruptive behavior.
I never talked to her.
I understand, but do you understand your Miranda warnings?
Warnings or rights?
They're rights, but they're warnings for us to tell you them.
But you just told me
Do you understand these rights?
But listen, for the record, you just told me that I'm gonna read your Miranda rights and put you, detain you. You didn't tell me. Listen. You didn't tell me there was warnings for the record.
So for the record,
okay,
it's synonymous with each other. Miranda warnings, Miranda rights mean the same thing. Okay. What these mean is that you can have an attorney with you during questioning if you so desire.
Reading Miranda rights in this context was especially problematic. Miranda isn't meant to be used as a tool to discipline citizens, but as a protection of their rights during a lawful detention. Here, it looked like it was being used preventively, purely to create an illusion of seriousness. And this officer was anything but serious.
Like I said earlier, I just have questions regarding a possible incident.
Dad, put me down,
What's the incident?
Like I told you, I'm investigating disorderly conduct with disruptive behavior.
What is the disruptive behavior?
We can go over that, but I need you to understand your rights. Do you understand?
I don't fully understand why I'm even being read the Miranda's rights for a false allegation.
The problem that I have right now is if I can't talk to you about this, then I can cite you off of one side of a story.
An anonymous call without evidence doesn't amount to reasonable suspicion. Police still chose to treat that call as fact, but if you think about it, it makes sense. This officer and others like him just gotta believe that every call is serious, even when everything is fine in front of their eyes, because that's the only way to start an interaction without a real reason. And once that interaction starts, we all know exactly what usually comes next.
Because you don't understand these, and I can't ask you questions.
This is my first time I ever been read Miranda rights.
I know, I'm just telling you.
Okay.
But if I can get you to understand these, then we can talk about it, and then we can figure out a different option.
I'll say this. I understand what you read me, but I don't understand different types of terms and what you're saying on it.
Okay, like
Jaded, don't do that.
The situation escalated further when the child reacted physically, which police treated as a serious incident. We're talking about a child here, not an adult. Any child who reacts instinctively suddenly becomes a potential suspect, at least in the minds of these officers. And this officer was acting like he was about to arrest the child. Interesting. Well, let's see what happens next.
So
what type of problems?
The problem is like you're not controlling your child, dude. That actually hurts. You just punched me in the
Okay, do me a favor. Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Just take one step and I'm gonna scoot her back.
Okay.
Scoot her back.
Yep.
And the reason why
she needs to stay behind you because I don't want to get punched in the nuts again.
But I know. But if you hit a child,
I'm not gonna hit.
I'm telling you. If you hit a child, I will sue you, and you will never work in Flagstaff again.
You understand that I did not tell you I was going to hit your child.
But understand that.
But you need to control your child.
Listen to me. Listen to me. You said if she does that again,
we will have problems.
We will have problems. That indicated. Okay, what are you going to do to me? Because I didn't.
You're the parent.
But listen to me. Listen to me.
You are responsible for it.
Listen to me. I know that. What are you going to do to my daughter?
I'm not doing anything.
Okay.
You can.
You can
be charged.
Okay, listen to me. Let's get that on the record. I didn't tell her to do that.
I understand, but you didn't stop her from doing that.
But listen,
you did not raise your child to respect authority, did you?
But listen,
did you?
How? Why would you say that?
Because
why would you say that?
Police officer in the penis.
No.
Yes, no.
The officer reacted with a bruised ego, not professional distance. Instead of calming the situation, he focused on a personal insult. The father had to state the obvious, that the child wasn't capable of criminal responsibility. Police, however, kept talking about consequences. And while the child clearly bothered the officer, I think he was the one who needed to grow up here.
No. Can you refrain from using that word around
I will
my
not,
daughter?
because that is the scientific term.
Okay,
so
then you're gonna have problems with your chief. Please don't say that. You can say private area, but don't
if that's
don't
what
say
you
that.
prefer me to use, private area is what I will use.
Listen to me.
Your child just punched a police officer in the private areas.
Time out.
Do you understand that?
Time out. Listen, I don't want her saying that P word around the house.
I understand.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask you again. Please refrain from using
and
that.
I'm gonna ask you one more time
and
to stop interrupting you.
Listen to me. I will keep her behind me. But hey,
you need to.
Hey, stop being disrespectful.
I'm being disrespectful.
No, I'm not. I'm just talking to you. I asked you to please step a step back so I can keep her back.
And I did.
And on record, she did that on her own. No, I know, but y'all films can come up missing and missing with film. I just want my own record. What I'm gonna do is
it's illegal for any of this to be tampered with.
Hey, it has happened in the history of police. Okay, so
whatever you believe.
Okay,
I understand.
Okay, understand that. So, I'm gonna keep her behind me so she doesn't feel threatened.
Thank you. So,
but
these rights?
But listen, every now and then
you can check on her.
Okay,
Yeah.
No, listen.
I have kids of my own. I
understand that, but I'm not.
Trying to blame the parent for the child's behavior was legally unsustainable. Parental responsibility doesn't work as criminal liability for every child's impulse. So really, have you ever seen a law that criminalizes a 5-year-old's curiosity? Does this officer even have children? Because maybe it's better if he doesn't, since, he probably wouldn't be a good father.
I'm not asking you for permission to check up on her. I'm saying every now and then, if we're having a conversation, don't take it as disrespect if I look back and make sure where she at. And don't, okay, I'm just saying.
Now that I know what you're doing, so listen, when we started this conversation and you told me you were gonna get your phone, I've been in situations where other people are not coming out without weapons.
Okay, but you gotta treat but listen to me. You have to treat each situation different. Each situation isn't
my experience.
Okay, I guarantee you
this. I'm in trouble.
Okay, look. Listen to me.
As much as you like to go home to your family every night, I do too.
Okay, but listen to me.
The conversation returned to the initial incident with the door. The officer admitted that he had his foot in the doorway, which is a classic example of unlawful entry. The Fourth Amendment is crystal clear here. A home's threshold isn't a place for improvisation. Without a warrant and without exigent circumstances, police have no right to physically prevent a door from being closed. That's a basic legal lesson here.
So, when you said that you don't teach your children to respect authority, I've never been in prison. I've never ran from the cops. I own my own business. I don't disrespect police. I don't do anything like that to be disrespectful. How do you know what I teach my daughter? No, you can't say that. That's disrespectful. You don't tell someone that.
I do.
No, you can't.
I can't.
Because
your daughter just punched a police officer in the private area.
How old is she?
I have no idea.
5 years old.
Okay.
Kids. You've been around kids before. You have kids.
My kids would not touch another individual like
kids.
Because I raised them to respect.
Okay, but you don't know what I teach my daughter.
Exactly.
Just like I can't sit here and say
that you
just like I can't. But listen, no, I did not teach her to do that. She did that on her own.
Her to do that,
but you just
but you did not teach her not to.
But listen to me. You can't sit up.
I'm not here to argue about
get back.
Parenting.
Listen, but listen.
We need to get back to the stuff.
But I know. I'm listening.
You're wasting my time.
Okay, I understand that, but please.
There are actual bad people that I need to take care of.
But listen to me. Please don't tell me that's what you raise your daughter to. That's what you teach your daughter to disrespect authority. Because I don't teach her that.
Listen to the officer claiming that this man was wasting his time. Really? I mean, this is already ridiculous. Now I'm starting to think this officer was messing with us because it's pretty obvious who was wasting whose time here. Anyway, over the next few minutes, the conversation went back to the beginning and started going in circles, simply because the officer didn't know what else to say anymore.
I did not tell you that you teach your daughter to respect.
Yes, you did. You
said you obviously have not taught your daughter to respect.
You want to rewind the film? Because
go for it.
That's what got me heated.
That's exact
when
verbiage.
When you said
an exact quote. You obviously have not taught your daughter to respect authority, is what I said.
Listen, and I told you this. I don't teach my daughter that. She will be disciplined for that. She will get no TV. Okay. She will go to timeout. Okay. But don't sit up here and say that's what I obviously teach my daughter to do.
Dude.
She did that.
Okay.
She made a mistake. It's not the end of the world. But don't sit up here and say I taught her that.
I didn't.
You're wrong for that. And another thing. Listen. I do teach her to respect authority. Just like your kids make mistakes. Just like anybody else kids makes mistakes. And she will be disciplined for that. She will get no TV and she will go to timeout. I'm a good parent. Don't sit up here and say that I taught her to do that. And another thing, don't use that P word around my daughter. That's the second disrespectful thing. I haven't got over
the fact
I just want to get to this. Okay, cool. Let's get to this.
The last time, what do you not understand about your Miranda rights? Do you need me to read them
If
again?
someone makes a false report,
Okay.
right? Someone makes a false report and y'all go out.
The case ended without charges, without an arrest, and without any acknowledgement of wrongdoing by the police. And maybe it's good that the father wasn't arrested for defending his rights, but that little girl will likely carry some trauma from this. Then officers wonder why no one trusts them anymore. Well, they should just watch this video because everything they need to know is right there. You think this was all bad? Don't get comfortable. What you just watched is only the surface, and the cases coming up next make this look mild. If this left you feeling angry, confused, or speechless, you gotta wait until the next video, where we're gonna break down incidents that cross even more lines. Stay ready, stay curious, and don't miss it, and don't forget to film the police. See you in the next one.